that every black man in the United States of America, you have every reason to be angry. You have every reason to be grieved. For somebody sent me something this morning, actually. I listened to it about the interview that was given to one some old man years back in 1946 or so. By then, he was 100 years, he was a slave and was there when slavery or something with his father being a slave. He gave a little bit of a history. And he talks about the pains that he felt. I don't know why it came to me in my inbox, but when I listened to the confession and the interview of the man is suffered, and there was a suffering that it is hard to listen to it. That any heart and any ear that hears this man's story about how he was a slave and what has happened to him, if you don't cry, then you have no feelings inside of you. Does any white man want to suffer that? I don't believe so. And there is a reason why we must reconcile, because in this country, if we are to allow that to happen on the other side, there will be a great pain and beyond measure, bearable pain. For the people of today, the kind of wickedness and the things that we do will be way far more than what they have suffered the black people. And it doesn't matter which power they rely on or they depend on. But you know, when God comes to deliver people, he makes it impossible for the oppressors not to even be able to do anything. And the Lord says that it is finished and that he has come and there is a deliverance. And we only but time for us to try to do it on our own. Because if we do it on our own, we are handle the times of the resolution. It's like Sunday we talked about the warning of the Lord about not letting things to go to court. When it already is already in court, in the divine court, in the supernatural court of God, who himself is already rendered decision. The decision of the Lord is only suspended because we have asked and obtained the mercy that we may reconcile it ourselves. As I had said that, I told you, some of you already know, I studied conflict management. With conflict management, allows people to resolve their own conflict on their own and go to court. If you go to court, you lose control over the terms of the negotiation. The judge issues an order and it tells you his decision. The decision of the judge is not your decision. He hears everything you have to say, but that decision you do not own it. And you have little control over the outcome. If any lawyer tells you that they are sure how a judge will rule in a court, then that lawyer is a liar. The judge has made his decision based on the things that he has seen, heard, and what is before him. He can set it aside. You hear the confusion going on right now, where a judge is supposed to make a decision on a general that served our nation, and then the judge says no, and he decides to, people say he's outside his discretion and his power, but yet he's able to set it aside and start his own investigation. And then when the appeals court says no, he appealed and the case keeps going on. So the thing I'm saying is this. I am appealing to you, my people, whites, black, Indians, Cherokee, and all the tribes of America. Decision has been made. And if you say you're happy the way things are right now, suit yourself. And if you say, oh, let's squash it, let's dismiss it with pride and arrogance and feel like nothing has happened, there's no need for you to sit down on the table. And let's iron these things out. And let's, for the sake of peace and Prince of Peace, by the help of God, come to a resolution, a compromise, so that we can hug one another and build the nation the Lord has given unto us. I always stand by the word of the Lord. You can ignore everything I have said, but do not ignore what the Lord have said. Because whatever the Lord said must happen just as the Lord has said it. He says, for I am afraid that when I come, I may not find you as I want you to be, and you may not find me as you want me to be. I fear that there may be discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, slander, gossip, arrogance, and disorder. I am afraid that when I come again, my God will humble me before you, and I will be grieved over many who have sinned earlier and have not repented of the impurity, sexual sin, and debauchery in which they have indulged. We don't have many slave owners right now, neither do we have many people, but we have a conflict. We have wounds that need to be healed, and we have problems. And now the word of the Lord is there as a guide for us. In the book of John chapter 8, the Lord speaks to us about two groups of people. The one that is a liar and the one that is of God. And who is a liar? That in our nation, we have people that have accepted lies as normal. When we elect people into office and we keep them over there, the Lord have called us to get rid of them. Go and run. And the last Sunday, we spoke about the power of God and the prophecy of the Lord unto the youth under 30 years of age. And the grown-ups are under 60 years of age, and also those above 60 years of age. That if you are 60 years and above, and if you have repented and the wisdom of the Lord is with you, you have a duty to be a source of advice and counsel unto those below you. And those from 30 years of 60, so the Lord had declared. You did not raise your children right, and the Lord has shown you by what you have seen in the street today. When that prophecy came from, when I gave that prophecy about this day coming, about all these destructions and crises and people dying, and people thought it was a joke, and now that it is happening, it is right here in front of us, because those between 30 and 60 did not raise their children according to the founding principles of our nation. Our Western civilizations is founded upon peace.